Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey, Ripecolor, daily 3-card reading. This is for the 29th of May. The mini message is be open to new ideas. Very exciting. Is that exciting? Sometimes it is exciting. And sometimes it's a little bit like, I don't really want any new ideas. I already have all my old ideas. Be open to new ideas. Sometimes I get so closed off about certain things. Did it work for me the first time or something like that? And then, you keep on hearing it. So I feel like sometimes, if you keep on hearing something, it's like, that's how the universe says, look at this again, maybe. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, so far there's no wind. We start with the Three of Wands, and that's about new ideas, right? That's totally about new ideas. It's creative. It's 3. He's ready to go to a new land. He's hopeful. He's expecting good things to come. He's let go of what doesn't work anymore. And it's really sunny. When they're really yellow, they're really optimistic and sunny. Okay, I'm going to use the thing. Then I have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles, so I have 2 quote unquote negative cards afterwards. So I have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is, being left out in the cold, being abandoned, feeling there's no place for you. Um, that's part of the card. It's 5, it's change. So being a 5, being a being a 5, it's about change. Okay. So whenever I see the 5 cards, I'm all about, well, it's about perspective as well, because sometimes, everything can change in a moment if I see it in a different light, if I see it in a different way, if I see it from a different angle, or if I experience it from a different angle. If I step out of myself and look at it objectively, let's say. And then the other part is, it's a really rich card. So we have the 2 of them. And, sometimes I feel like this could be pieces and parts of yourself, because that's how I read cards. I don't really generally read them as like, the king is an older man. Well, I don't read it like that usually. Sometimes I do, but rarely. So if these are 2 pieces of me or of you, so there's one piece and part of you that's sort of like concentrating on what's not working, on being out in the cold, on being abandoned, on feeling unloved, etc. Being in the snow, not having enough to eat or to wear. Okay. And here's this other part of you that might be a little bit beaten up, right? Because a little leg, right? However, he's looking up. You see? So he's like, well, here's an opportunity. Here's an opportunity. It's right here in front of me. Here's an opportunity. Maybe I can go inside and, see if they have socks or soup or, and they'll be happy to help me. And this is really about, it's about hope because the anchor is here. And it's about spirit. Whenever you see like the church, it's about spirit. So, I sometimes I feel like these are like both us. So this is part of us saying, oh, it's never going to work out. I'm unloved, I'm abandoned, I'm cold, I'm hungry, etc. And then there's this other part of you that might have been a little bit, gone through the ringer a little bit, which, is all of us. I got this pain in my leg. Oh, you shouldn't know. But he goes, but there's a way out. Okay. And then I have the 9 of Swords. So the traditional meaning of that is kind of the dark night of the soul, uh, anxiety, sleeplessness, nightmares, you know. But the other thing is, well, first of all, it's a 9. So 9 is attainment of thought. And sometimes it's an attainment of like, this isn't working. Like this job that I'm in, like this is not working. Or this relationship that I'm in, this is not working. Or this attitude that I have, or this habit that I have, this is really not working. The other thing about the 9 of Swords, the way I understand it, is it, the denial is broken. There's no getting around it anymore. It's like, well, I've pretended for as long as I can that the job was okay, or I pretended for as long as I can that the one who's really mean to me really is my friend, or I pretended, or whatever it is, right? Or I pretended, not paying attention to my health, everything will be okay. And all of a sudden it didn't. It didn't. And it's good. I mean, it's good because he's he's standing in the truth. Well, he's laying in bed in the truth, saying, "Okay." But so if I read them backwards, let's say I read them backwards, because you know me, I'm I don't really fit in. So okay, I have this vision, and the denial's been broken. It's like this is so not working for me. This is so not working for me. And then I go to the 5, which is a change, and it's like, well, maybe this is the way I looked at it before or felt about it before, but now it's like there's an opportunity, right? There's an opportunity, maybe financial, maybe health, maybe, physical opportunity, perhaps. Somebody offers you a job, or somebody offers you a way to make money, or somebody offers you, a healthy option. Somebody offers you time. I always read the Pentacles as time as well. And then I have the 3 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands is really interesting. So he goes down to he's creative, he's full of hope and optimism. Excuse me. And I had a sneezing fit last night, you can't imagine. Anyway, he goes down to the shore, right, where all things are possible. All things are possible at the shore in a way, right? Because the water's coming in and the water's leaving. It's both coming and going and coming and going. It's really interesting, even though it doesn't seem like it, right? But this is actually, traditionally, this would be blue. This is water. There are little ships coming in or leaving, and it's both. I always read the cards a lot of times. It's both. It's like, okay, I'm putting all the stuff, all the attitudes, all the relationships, all the etc. habits that don't really work for me on a boat. I'm sending them out to sea. And maybe they'll transmute, transform, and come back as something good, or I'm just letting go of them. At the same time, because I've changed my attitude and because I decided to be hopeful, right, instead of being in anxiety, something new can come in. And who knows what's on that boat, right? Who knows what's on that boat? So tonight I was invited to like a Spanish English exchange thing, and I haven't been going lately because I've been busy, I've been obsessing, and and also it's the rainy season. So at the beginning of the rainy season, I'm like, it's raining, I don't really want to go outside. But I mean, it's going to rain pretty much every day until October, so it's like I'm going to have to get over it. And it's just water. It's just water, and it's never cold rain here, so it's like, so you get wet, you'll dry off. And I just have a feeling I should go because I could meet new people, I could practice Spanish, maybe I'll meet a new friend, because I've had a lot of luck at those things. I've had a tremendous amount of luck meeting people who are from Mexico, who are really friendly, who are really helpful and really warm. I have 4 or 5 examples of people that I talk to regularly that I met at those types of things. Or maybe I'll meet somebody from the States or Europe who's, could also potentially be a friend or a buddy or whatever. So, you know, I mean, that's for me today, but this is for you tomorrow. It's like, be open, you know? Do I choose to? This is the thing about this card. I know I'm talking a lot today. The thing about that card is it's like I can be in my own sense of misery and feed it, right? And oh, then nothing ever works out for me, and I'm always left out in the cold, or whatever your little thing is. And Or I can say, you know what, today I'm going to wear a different hat. Today I'm going to look at it in a different way, just for today. See what happens. You know, maybe there is hope for me. Look, at the end of the day, there's always hope. At the end of the day, there's always hope. There's always an opportunity. There's always the light shining in. And I think if you really sit and listen and ask, you know, what's in it, you know, dear higher self, dear God, dear angels, what's what's the best action I can take today? What's the best thing I can think today? You know, what opportunities are available for me? See what happens, you know, and then welcome it in. Very nice, right? All right. I will have the Junes up soon and the weeklies, and I offer private readings. I also offer IT. I also offer pendulum clearing as well as pendulum classes. So if you're interested in any of those things, it's ripecolorcommunity.com. Now, somebody was there yesterday. The link didn't work. The link worked, but you couldn't pay. All of that, that's all available on ripecolor.com as well. Glad I didn't give up the old website. All right. Blessings.